What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is your Sunday Motivator, and I got a great video. But what I need you to do right now is hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I need you to come along with us on the journey. Check the description tab out. Tons of tools and tidbits to make you a more successful trader, and everything Traders War Room product and service related right there at your fingertips. Now, stay tuned. At the end of the video, we have our upcoming classes and a brand new promo for our featured class happening on 2 April, and I hope you guys like it. I hope to see all of you there. And if that sounds good to you and you're ready to rock it with us, then all I got to say to you is follow me. Let's go to war. Legal disclaimer, Traders War Room wants to remind the viewer that this is not financial advice. All content on this channel is for entertainment and education purposes only. You're responsible for every decision you make. We want you to have fun, use caution, and always go to war. Please check out our website, traderswarroom.com, the true one-stop shop for all products and services. We are constantly updating this. Lots of new stuff coming, lots of things in the future coming as well. So come check it out today, as it's always evolving. You can find services like Traders War Room one-on-one mentoring. If you need a little bit of refinement, or you just want to check out a new strategy or develop a new strategy, or even just kind of look into your trading style, man, you can book a session with us, and it's 1 hour focused on you. Come check it out today. Book right from the website, and we will get you spun up. One of our hottest products and services is the Zoom classes. Guys, we have upcoming classes available almost on the weekly, and we got a huge library of historical classes, all $15, all click buttons. The upcoming classes, you click, you purchase, you buy, you register from the email that's automatically sent to you, and we'll see you there at the live session. But if you can't make the live session, don't worry about it, because every purchase gets the recording of all live sessions, and then we put it onto the historical side where you can purchase any of the classes that we have and watch it right there from the website 24/7. Truly fantastic products and services, only at Traders War Room and only on traderswarroom.com. And then when you're ready to elevate your game, we're ready when you're ready, guys. The Traders War Room Discord, this is our flagship, okay? All the real-time buy and sell alerts. We got free and paid services. Look, I could talk about it, but man, I'm just going to show you the flyer. You can look at it. All the products and services speak for themselves. We truly got a fantastic community over there. You need to check it out today. When I say we got products and services, I mean that, guys. Listen, we got everything from live trading, bell to bell, real customer service, the quant data flows. We got more than 23 analysts that give you the real buy, sell alerts. We got a fantastic community that talks in there. You got real access to professional traders from the bell ringing till the bell ending right there on this one server. Check it out today. You will not be disappointed. Oh, and did I mention we got the best AI signaling bot out there, okay? A true terminator with the stock market. This thing is going off, and it is fire, guys. It uses machine learning technology. We had a software engineer develop this, so this is the real deal McCoy, guys. Come check it out, only on Traders War Room and only on the Discord. A list of our upcoming classes and promotions will be at the end of this video, so let's get into some real stuff. That's the reason why you guys came, to see what's hot and what's not in the stock market. Extra, read all about it, guys. The Traders War Room Buzz Report kicking off right now. All right, so quickly, here's how our markets closed on Friday. Dow was up, NASDAQ was down, S&P up. Here's another representation of how the markets looked. Hopefully we got a little bit more bullish sentiment in some of the bigger stocks, pushing the market upwards because everyone's a bull at heart, and that's how we want to start off this trading week. Sector performance, energy was up big last week. Consumer discretionary was down. We actually had a pretty decent week and a strong closing in a lot of sectors in the marketplace on Friday. Hopefully we keep some of that momentum and continuation moving into this week. Total premium, calls versus puts, a lot of money going into Tesla, a lot of money coming out of SPY, and you can kind of see where the trends are at. SPY, the Qs, Tesla, Apple, NVDA, Facebook, so on and so forth. Top trending stocks, now you're seeing a lot of crypto trending a lot with BTC hitting huge, right? So we're going to talk about some of the crypto stocks and also some of the stocks that have earnings and some of the big tickers that we're watching as well. So paying attention to crypto and some of the crypto underlining that we can make some money on, especially with miners and things of that nature in that blockchain technology world. And here's your futures. Remember, futures are just a glimpse. Get a plan and a strategy moving forward, but we're right across the board currently, so it'll be interesting to see how these play out tomorrow at the bell. All right, so the top story is BOJ offers to buy unlimited 10-year bonds to defend yield curving. So the Bank of Japan on Monday offered to buy unlimited amounts of 10-year Japanese government bonds at 0.25%, stepping into the market to defend its implicit yield cap for the second time this year. Next top story, exclusive U.S. boost fines for automakers not meeting fuel economy rules in Tesla win. So we're definitely paying attention to Tesla on this, but also Tesla had some negative news as well as shutting down a Shanghai factory for 4 days because of COVID concerns. But the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration on Sunday reinstated a sharp increase in penalties for automakers whose vehicles do not meet fuel efficiency requirements for the models years 2019 and beyond. So big news in the tobacco industry. Scottish Windows cuts out $2 billion of tobacco and coal investments. So the British pensions provider Scottish Windows will no longer invest in tobacco stocks and will cut back further on coal investments as it expands its responsible investment strategy, it said on Monday. So definitely we'll pay attention to this. This is a little bit older of a story. However, it's relevant in this market currently because we'll see how like Philip Morris and some of those other tobacco staples will do as far as these guys cutting out $2 billion worth of investments. All right, let's go ahead and look at some stocks and some charts. So let's first talk about crypto, okay? Bitcoin is surging again, and when Bitcoin moves, we got some other stocks that like to move along with it, so we'll pay attention to a few of these. Now, I got Fabrizio lines on here, but you know crypto doesn't move according to TA and stuff like that. It moves more on sentiment, so we'll pay attention to it. But I got some Fabrizio lines there to give some levels. However, crypto does not move typically with the levels, so it'll be interesting to see how this pans out moving into tomorrow. After Bitcoin, the big one is Ethereum, and again, you see it surging as well. And so these two powerhouses can definitely move the market in their favor, and we're paying attention to some of the smaller coins. We might see some surges in some popular meme type ones like Shiba and Doge and some other ones, but I got a couple of them on here, and we'll talk about a lot of the mining companies that are associated with them with that blockchain technology. And you see Doge is popping up a little bit, definitely coming up from, around 10 cents, 11 cents. It's popping up a little bit. So people are getting excited about that because a lot of people like myself been in Doge since 3 cents. So we've been up for a while, but, not significantly up like we were back when Musk went on Saturday Night Live. So we're definitely paying attention to this and hopefully that this thing can boom again and we can hit that dollar that we all want to see. So one of the ETFs that we pay attention to when crypto is trending is Coin. And obviously, this has fallen from its highs of almost like in the 400, pushing on $500, but it's definitely down at a reasonable price that gets investors interested. And we're definitely looking for some upward momentum, especially if crypto starts to kick into an upsurge wave. Another one that has people's interest is RIOT. This thing used to be, like a $45, $50, $60 stock, and their premiums were skyrocketed. But it's since had its downward wind, and it's now kind of catching up on an uptrend. So we're paying attention to this because this can get some money going on this one as well. When we talk about RIOT, we always talk about Mara. These two were the ones that if you were investing not in crypto but in blockchain technology, you got in these ones. So we're paying attention to this moving forward. BT is another one that we pay attention to, definitely at a reasonable price and could get some continuation from a crypto movement. And finally, another popular one that trends on crypto and blockchain movements, SOS. So we're definitely paying attention to these. SOF is one of those that it's cheap enough that you can buy a whole bunch of shares. I wouldn't even deal with options on this. Just buy a whole bunch of shares and hold them and see if they pop. And if they do, sell for a decent price on any type of upward momentum that you receive. All right, so now let's get into some regular stocks and some earnings that we have coming up. We thank Earnings Whispers for providing us the most anticipated earnings release for the week of March 28th. So before we get into any type of earnings stocks, we always talk about SPY. At the levels we're at with SPY, we're hoping for some continuation. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a nice spike up and then we cool back down because our last little test area was about 460. So if we get that upward momentum and that push, we're due to probably pull back around that area and test again, coming back down, see if we can hold these upper levels that we've been on a surge here recently with. So Lucid has earnings coming up, and of course you guys know that this is a popular ticker, and if Lucid can come with some decent earnings showing some growth and some numbers in production, this could definitely skyrocket. So we're paying attention to this very close. Right now it's kind of consolidating on a downtrend, but I actually kind of like this pattern. I think this is a calm before the storm, and if we get the numbers and the sentiment we're looking for, this will be a huge storm, so definitely pay attention. Another stock we're interested in is ASO. Now, if ASO is like DIX, it'll have a little bit of a decline going into and through earnings. And that's okay with me because after the decline of the earnings, we definitely saw a nice little push to the upside in DIX. So I'm expecting the same thing with ASO. I'd be leery to get this and hold through earnings, but we could see a nice little push into earnings and then potentially the sell-off based off of DIX having their earning issues this particular quarter, and I think that ASO will probably have a similar replay as well. I'm interested in this one. I like where this is at, and I do think we got some upside to this one. I think semiconductor has been beat up here a little bit, and I think that we're going to probably see them trend a little bit more. You saw some pops with AMD and NVDA. Obviously, they're the leaders. Some of the other ones that are in that sector were laggers a bit, and I do like to see these kind of pop. MU is one of them. ON is another one I definitely am paying attention to in TSM. So we're watching these, and I'm hoping that these are just on that cool down period and they pop up, and this usually likes to move going into earnings. And if they can get some spectacular numbers and show some growth and some bottleneck supply issue, ideas that moving forward, I think this has potential to take off and move very quickly to the upside. And Chewy is interesting. I do think that some of Chewy's price was built into earnings, but this likes to move too going into earnings. So I'd expect for this to have some decent, pressure to the upside, and we could definitely see this thing move. So this would be a good, we're looking at this more of a day trade and potentially swing trade moving up into earnings. I'm still leery about holding this through earnings, as I just think the sentiment still is to go ahead and secure cash and take profits when it's present and then look for the entry on the low. So this one, I like moving into earnings. I would not recommend holding through earnings just based off the sentiment in the current market. And before we get to the big boys, finishing off this, I told you guys I would show you that LYG. That was that company we talked about with the tobacco price. And this is kind of an interesting stock. It has lower volume, but it's definitely in a price range that you could potentially grab into some shares. And if they got something going forward with them, especially with this clean energy initiative that they want to run with, well, that's what's trending now. And this thing could see some pressure to the upside. So keep your eye on this one as well. Always interested in what Apple's doing. I think Apple is at a point of saturation where we're going to start seeing people profit take on this. So I would not be surprised if Apple pops a little bit, but ultimately starts to reverse and come to the downside to cool off a little bit. And Tesla does what Tesla does, man. I do think this pattern that it has here closing out is definitely a decent pattern where we could see some continuation to the upside, but they have two stories on them. So they got a negative story in Shanghai with closing production for 4 days because of COVID, but then they got some positive on their side as well, as with this EV initiative being hold stringent as far as being companies that aren't following along with the EV protocols with their vehicles getting fined and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see what this does. Obviously, Tesla is a fantastic day trade and intraday trade for people because it swings so violently both up to the upside and to the downside throughout the day. So it'll be interesting to see what direction Tesla wants to take come to Market Bell on Monday. Next class we have for you is Saturday, 2 April at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we got a class on NFTs, guys. If you're interested in what NFTs are, what they do, and how to make money on them, man, this is the class for you. I got a subject matter expert coming in, gonna break down NFTs and explain the ins and the outs and how we can make money. Check out the promo I have right after this. It's pretty funny. It's a cool video, and I hope you guys get excited and come take this class. You guys can find it on the website right there at traderswarroom.com. All right, team, and that's a video, man. We went over a lot in here. We got our upcoming classes. Check them out at traderswarroom.com. We got our Discord server, the one-stop shop for all traders and investors. Come check us out, man. We got the free and paid services, and I want to thank you guys for sticking with us. Remember, Traders War Room, we're looking at the stock market like a war zone. Stocks and sectors are our battle. We do it together as a team. Attack, conquer, destroy, and we're always going to war. Now, if that sounds good, you're ready to rock it with us, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war together.